The first thing I have for you are these raw pizza crusts by Wrap. This is the spirulina flavor, which is probably my least favorite. My favorite is the tomato right here, but they're all good. It's just the tomato is the one I prefer. I think they have a plain one and then the spirulina. I think that's it. But they're extremely clean. They're so convenient. They're ready to go. At a moment's notice, you just take it out of the package. You can use raw hummus. You can use cashew cheese, avocado mashed up, just any spread that you like, you can put on this. I've also cut it up into pieces to use as chips with dip and various things, but I love it for pizza. I always make sure I have at least a few of these in my pantry. I do have a coupon code. Be sure to check the description box for all the coupon codes I have for you. These are the next things. These are kelp noodles. I use baking soda and lemon juice. I don't measure anything, but I apply that and then I massage the noodles to soften them up and then I let them sit. But again, I don't time anything, so I really don't know how long. I just keep an eye on them, and then when they're ready for me to eat, I'll just rinse them off and then add whatever seasonings I want. These are wonderful. Sometimes, you won't get them exactly how you want. It's taken a lot of time for me, but now that I've perfected it, I love it. Now, this is Lotus Root that someone turned me on to, and I'm obsessed. They're so delicious. The broth is really good. The Lotus Root themselves are excellent, and I get them at Erewhon. And they're great in salads. I could just snack on them if I just need a little something. If I'm about to make dinner and, I just need a little something to hold me over, I'll just grab a few. But they're excellent in my Asian salads, and I highly recommend them. Now, this is the same company. This is the green seaweed salad by Gyocha, also available at Erewhon. And it's the best seaweed salad I've ever had. It's very, very clean. And it's tasty, and they really pack it in those jars. By the way, the jars that it comes in, you can completely, recycle them, upcycle them, and they're just, that's just a bonus. But I love these. Next up, we have Majestic Garlic Creamy Garlic Dip. They also make a hummus. This is wonderful, completely raw, really clean, and I also get this at Erewhon, but they do have it at Whole Foods and Amazon Prime, I think Amazon Fresh, and I take these coconut wraps, also made by Wrap, so that coupon code I provided earlier will work for these too, and I put the spread on, and of course you can use avocado, you can use cashew cheese, or this wonderful spread, and cut your wrap and then just fill it with veggies and fold it, and there you go. It's really, really great. And here is the raw hummus that Majestic Garlic makes. They have several flavors. The sun-dried tomato one is really good. They have a plain one. They have so many different flavors. You got to check it out. You can go online and I think you can order them online, but I get them at the store or Amazon Prime, like the delivery. So here we have the wrap pizza crust again, and just put any spread, and this hummus is amazing. And any leftover veggies you have, it's a great way to get through leftovers. Any veggies you want, you could even pop it in the dehydrator afterwards just to change that up a little bit. So I just love these crusts, and I love these spreads. We've got the plain hummus just for your reference. So good. And I've used this in other recipes before. So you might have seen these already. And then the next thing are these coconut wraps. This is by Nuco. They're different than the ones by Wrap. As far as which one I prefer, honestly, they're very different. The Nuco ones are very thin. And the wrap ones are a little bit more sturdy. So I suggest you try both of them and then just see which one you prefer. And you might be like me, you just, don't really have a preference. You just like having the variety. But some people, I would venture a guess to say they might like one over the other, but there's only one way to see which you prefer, and that's just trying them both. So I'm doing the same method of spreading some hummus on here. You could use cashew cheese, anything you want, and then cut it down the middle and then fold it up after you filled it with some veggies. And this is a raw tabbouleh that I love to make. And it's just great to have these wraps ready to go. At a moment's notice, if you're hungry, you can make a meal very quickly. Next, we have the Joy Nut Base. You just take a tablespoon or so of this, blend it with purified water. You can add sweetener or not, and you've got plant-based milk anytime you wish, and it really helps you to preserve it. You don't have to worry about it spoiling so fast and getting through it. You can make a small amount, you can make a single serving. I do have a coupon code for you. The cashew milk of all of the ones they offer is my favorite, and I couldn't live without this. The next thing I have is Daily Harvest. I've been enjoying this for quite some time now, and I just take my Joy plant milk and combine it with their smoothies, and it's just wonderful. I tried blending it with water and stevia, and honestly, it's just so much better with plant milk that I just don't even use the water anymore. It's so creamy, and I love how I say that and then here you see the water. But since filming that footage, I've pretty much left out water or coconut water. I suggest you try it all for yourself, but I prefer using a plant milk, whether it's Joy or even canned coconut milk is so good with this. And just a little stevia because I like things pretty sweet. But try for yourself, see what you like. And I definitely have my favorites when it comes to the smoothies. The almond cold brew of everything is my favorite. There's also a passion fruit pineapple one that is incredible. There's also a chai one that I'm obsessed with. There's just so much variety. So if you go on the website, you'll see all the different flavors. And I do have a coupon code for this one as well. So that'll help save some money. And yeah, I definitely recommend the smoothies just even for convenience. If you run out of greens, you run out of bananas, you always have this on hand. And then speaking of always having these on hand, these sea veggies, the seaweed salad, it's dried, so it's always ready whenever you need it. If I ever run out of greens, and here are my nori sheets, all raw. If I ever run out of greens, which tends to happen, I can use the dried seaweed as my greens. And these raw nori sheets are better than any toasted nori I've ever had. They're really clean and they're just so tasty and flavorful and healthy. I feel so good when I eat these. And you can actually even combine this with the coconut wrap. Sometimes I want to just change things up and I'll just add a layer of nori to it. But this dried seaweed is fantastic. You just add water, let it soak for about 10-15 minutes, rinse it off, and just have it as a side, add whatever you want to it. But it's very filling and just very nutritious. It's wonderful. And like I said, it's always ready for you in your pantry. So if you run out of some fresh greens, you can have this and enjoy this until you're able to get more fresh greens. So I really like having this around. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. And I really love seaweed. If you're a seaweed person, you should have these around. I think they have these at Erewhon and Whole Foods, but just check online. I'm sure you could get them on Amazon as well. And then I've got my in garden, and this is for growing sprouts and microgreens. I really love this. It's a modern, beautiful, simple, easy to use device that produces the tastiest microgreens I've ever had. It's really fun to watch it grow, and I absolutely adore it. I have it in black, but they have it in other colors. And it's wonderful to just add to salads. Those coconut wraps, you can put it on pizza. I highly recommend it, and I do have a coupon code for you. So I'll make more videos like this because since I filmed this, there are a lot more things that I want to add. So look out for another video, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Bye.